Welcome back, Orleans, to more Inquisitor. We're in Alvaron, seeking out some people to bring back to Terramon. I need you to come with me, good man.
Wait, me? Why me? I didn't do anything.
Don't be afraid, I mean you no harm. I just need your help.
Alright, then let's go, but I want to be back as soon as possible.
That's probably not gonna happen. We are feeding your body to a demon. Back from hell. That fucking axe up.
Easy money.
Great, I can see you kept your promise. You are bringing me a suitable body. Not too pleasant to look at, but on the other hand, who'd miss someone like that? What will you do with him? I'll eat him. His living body will become part of my undead, and I'll look human. It's similar as if you create clay statue. Take some clay and work it into a statue. The only difference is in material. Instead of clay, I will use human flesh. Disgusting. Don't look then, gulp. How do I look? To tell you the truth, you look like a fucking skeleton. Ah, damn, it seems one body's not enough. It was enough for a skeleton, but that's not sufficient. I can't walk amongst my people like this. I have nothing to wear. I need one more body mortal. All right, I'll get it for you. Great, hurry up. You never know when another infernal servant will show up to take me back to hell. I seriously doubt there's any consequences to being good or evil in this, but I don't know. Seeing that there's no official walkthrough, or even a legitimate unofficial walkthrough, it's kind of hard to tell. So we're just gonna wing it. Coming with me, big guy. Actually gonna have to do this 3 times. 3 times the charm. Alignment's right about in the middle. It's probably going to shift every time we do this. I think it was a little bit to the left. Now he's a ghoul. And he wants another body. I'm more or less a neutral paladin. You know, fuck you, 1 experience point, Bat. I don't give a shit about you. Well, we're gonna be crashing soon. We'll be back as soon as possible. I mean, honestly, the way I've been playing this game, I've been playing it pretty evil. I've always asked for rewards. Been pretty selfish paladin. So maybe it is time to dive into the darkness. Great, I can see you kept your promise. I hope this time will be enough. Gulp. Now you look normal. Really, I feel like I was born again. I'm going to have to get used to having a new body and learn to use it. But I have a whole eternity, don't I? Probably. Wait, what was that? I've heard something. Really looks like someone's coming, but it's not an infernal servant I'd smell. It's mortals. What are they doing here? Damn, if they're ghost hunters, we've got a problem. I better disappear quickly. Thanks for your help. Wait, what about my reward? I'm sorry, I have nothing to give you, but you must have expected that, haven't you? Goodbye. I hope you'll be able to get out of here somehow. Well, thanks for the experience anyways.
It's him. He's the godless monster dealing with hellspawns and bringing human sacrifices to them. This is the heretic who doesn't mind kidnapping innocent people and throwing them down to the monsters from the depths of hell. Arrest him and let us purify his soul from deadly sins.
One moment, please. What the fuck is going on here? What are you talking about?
Don't keep denying that you're a heretic, you scoundrel. We have clear proof. Witnesses testify they saw you talking to people who disappeared later without a trace. You'll confess your sins. Arrest him.
If you think you can stop me, you're wrong. Let me go or I'll send you all to hell.
You think you can threaten me? Well, you thought wrong, heretic. Arrest him. Tie him. If he opposes you, let the will of God be done.
Diablo's going down. Yeah, looks like it shifted my alignment a little bit to the evil side. Nothing to worry about. Alright. You know that's bad when you pick up shit and it's red as fuck. Might as well reload. Okay, let's see what else kind of trouble we can get into.
Man, they were serious about seeking that fucker out. Respawn like a son of a bitch. Baby shit. God forbid we have a fucking auto arrange in this game. I'm gonna go sell and we'll come back. Oh, thanks, you fucking cunt. Alright, let's see here. All these stupid fucking gems. I really don't care about any of this shit, to be honest. Garbage, 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 garbage. Go. Make some room for stamina potions, the real winner in this game. Libre Lucifer Ordinius Nove. Game Hoarder's going evil. Speed, fuck it. We'll take it. Intelligence, however, we will not take. Strength will definitely take. The only bad thing about speed is we can always increase it through leveling, but at this point in the game, I really don't give two flying fucks. Just keep things moving. We're gonna go back here and check out this dark cave, which apparently has more evil shit to do. I'm not sure about the quest associated with it.
Bashing open chests, that's what I do. When I stay up playing Inquisitor till fucking 2.
No, fuck that. We'll leave it. Not even worth my space. Fuck you then.
What are you doing here, Knight? How'd you get in here? Who told you to come here?
I'm the one who's going to be asking the questions here, dickhead. First of all, I want to know what you're doing with the pile of human bones. What does that shit mean? What kind of heresy is nesting here?
Heresy? There's no heresy in here. We're not summoning demons or anything like that.
So what are you doing?
I can't tell you.
You have nothing to be afraid of, good man. I'm just curious.
Sorry, but I really can't tell you.
Then I'll have to report the whole matter to the Inquisition. And that means arresting, torture, prison.
No, please, no torture, please. I've heard what the Inquisitors can do in the torture chamber.
Then tell me what the fuck you're doing.
Well, we're collecting relics of saints, see? We return to the Holy Mother Church for a little reward, of course. There's no crime, is it?
Seems to me you're rather creating the relics. You are a relic forger.
What's wrong with it? We're helping the church and the faithful in difficult times. People need to know they're being protected by relics of saints.
Maybe you're right, especially when you get a good reward for it.
We can't do it for free. Look, Knight, if you help us, there'll be a share for you.
What can I do for you?
Take this skull, go to the church treasury, guard Pontifex, and tell him you found Saint Bodinlino's skull. Since you are paladin of the Brother of the Righteous, he's going to believe you. Definitely more than any of us. Ask for the reward and bring the money. Half of it will be yours, and if it works, we can start a relic factory.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Let's do evil shit. It feels good.
I'll rob you bitches while I'm at it. guess you thieves didn't get the fucking memo that I'm on your side. That's okay. Going to, well, first I'm going to save here, and then I'm going to load. I'm going to see what happens if we tell this guy to go fuck himself. This is the head of one of the rogues who plagued the roads of Gladsburg. It is shocking how many people have become criminals threatening the travelers all around the realm in the past few years. It's not just poor people, many bandits are members of gentry, knights, squires, and even some barons sold their soul to hell for the property that belonged to the innocent victims. So do we kill the rogue, or do we... Fuck it, let's try it out. See what kind of reward we get here. Saint Baldonius. It's kind of late in the game to be letting me do evil quests. I'm not aware that there were other quests I could do that were evil. Maybe some here and there, but not ones like this that were just outright go do bad shit. Not sure who we have to sell this to. This guy might know something about the raping of Grand Duchess Leanna Lambert. I beg you with all my heart, Father, to overcome your possible aversion to me and answer my question. Believe me, it'll help administer God's justice. I must warn you, to deny answer to my question, your fate is going to be very gruesome indeed. I heard you were wise. This guy's fucking useless. I have great news, Father. I found the Saint Badolonius' skull. I'd like to donate it to Holy Mother Church, and I would also like to receive a reward for finding it. Very interesting news, especially since we don't know for sure whether this is Saint Badolino. How do you know it was the skull which belonged to the controversial saint? I found the skull in a case with the name Saint Badolino inscribed upon it. Because of that, it's beyond doubt the skull is genuine. Could I see it? Here it is. I see. Very interesting. Let's take a closer look. It looks like something hanging here. A piece of skin, maybe. The yellow spot here, yes, it's probably fat. It looks as if somebody tried to cut the meat off the skull pretty recently to make it look old. I'm sorry, son, it's a fake. I assure you, Father, it's definitely not a fake. It's a fake, my poor son, and since I don't suppose you try to cheat me, it's evident that you were deceived. I recommend that you find the one who made the skull and punish him severely. Okay, that's interesting. Can I sell it to someone else? Okay. Well, let's go back and kill that guy. For wasting my fucking time. He's heard about the rape. Unfortunately, he doesn't know any facts. During the reign of King Henry III, beautiful gardens called the King Gardens were planted along the crypt. The place is full of flowering bushes, evergreen grass, exotic trees, and wooden gazebos attracted people to rest. For several generations of nobles, the gardens became a place to spend most of their leisure time. When the Star of Doom appeared in the sky, the gardens were one of the first places to be ruined. During the few years when scourges of God were pestering the realm, the gardens changed beyond recognition, and now they're called the Gardens of Grief. Really such a beautiful place. It's a pity it became a nest of evil and hideout of infernal monsters. Saint Orthenius' tomb now lies in the middle of the doomed land, where many dare not go. I don't know how to absolve this priest. went to Pontifex, but he discovered it was a fraud.
You mean you're not bringing any money?
Yeah, no shit.
I don't believe that. You betrayed us. You kept the money to yourself. Boys, kill the bastard and look through his things. I want the money. What the fuck? Last time I helped you fucking rogues.
Supposed to be a secret cache over here, but I cannot find it. And that's a shame, because there's supposed to be a magical box and a magical helmet, but again, I've searched far and wide and I don't see shit over here. Healing touch, that's fucking useless. Wait, there it is. Fuck yeah. Helmet of St. Julian, plus 46 hit points. Okay, what do we got here? Ooh. Oh, yeah. Replaced. Because that gives 6 experience. This gives 13 experience, 46 hit points, paralysis immunity, 11 speed, fire resistance. It's also armor class of 5. It's 2 better. Finally, a good unique helm. Sweet. We just need some unique gloves and unique belt, but to replace this, it's going to have non-magical skills. This will be pretty easy to replace. These gloves kind of suck. Excuse me. Fuck. Fucking werewolves, man.
And then the first prophet said, the one who committed a sin and disorderly insisted upon his heresy shall be stricken by the punishment of God, and the wrath of heaven shall fall down on his head. Because of that, we brothers, the protectors of justice by will of God, are now judging this woman called Coren for the sin she committed, that terrible disgrace and treacherous that dwell in her soul, and... What? Who are you, brother? What do you need? Why are you interfering with this trial?
I'd like to know who you are and what you're doing here with this girl.
My name is Brian Negawis, and as you surely realize, I am one of, as well as my fellow warriors, a paladin of the Brotherhood of Righteous. And this harlot here is the lecherous witch named Coren, who committed the most heinous crime, murder, with the help of supernatural powers.
And who is the victim of her alleged crime?
Our fellow paladin, Ritual de Blazier. We still mourn his death and pray for the salvation of his soul. First of all, this lecherous witch bewitched him with her beauty, and then, with the help of dark powers, turned him to stone. We've been searching for her for many weeks before we were able to hunt her down like this wild beast that she is. Deep in Schwarzwald, she was hidden like the other beasts in Hellspawn lurking around Elveron these days. She didn't escape righteous justice in the end.
Really a terrible crime. Would you mind me talking to the accused person, brother?
If you want to talk to her, I wouldn't recommend it, brother. She's dangerous even now when she's overpowered. She could try to bewitch you at any time, but if you insist, you can talk to her, of course.
Knight, aren't you? Yes, certainly you are. I see a strong personal aura around you. It glitters like 1,000 diamonds. It's like brisk air in the midst of a musty swamp. I entreat you, knight, hear me out. I didn't murder my beloved Richwald. No, I could have never committed such terrible crime. Believe me, My soul slumbers and listens to the silence of eternal loneliness. I open my eyes to the deepest darkness and drink the cup of bitterness to the last drop, although I'm innocent.
Tell me more about yourself, girl. Who are you, and how could you get charged with the murder of Paladin Ritual de Blazier?
You shouldn't want to know who I am, knight. My name has the brand of death. The shadow of perdition hovers over it. Of God's damnation, I'm a memory of yesterday's night, full of nightmares. I'm a forgotten sin, forcing to eternal vigilance and fear in the fear I live.
Stop speaking in riddles, bitch. Tell me who the fuck you are.
I've told you, knight.
And how came it you were accused of murdering Ritual?
He led me back into the light, knight. He reached for me, and his touch healed me, at least partly. He brought me comfort, understanding a lot of other feelings that I thought I died forever when I... Oh my God, no, not again, please, it returns. Those dreams, they were gone for long, but now they're back. They'll let me be. I mustn't cry lest they hear me. Silence, Catherine, silence, for goodness sake. Those men are dangerous. They're going to the chamber of Prince Louis. We have to go away now. It's a matter of life and death. If they see us, we are doomed. Let him be. Oh my God, let him be. He's only a child. Oh my God, he's dead. They've killed him.
What are you talking about, you crazy hooker? What's happened to you? You're in a trance.
What? What happened? I don't know. I dreamed about something. It's gone now. I hope so. I don't remember. I don't remember anything. Ritual allowed me to forget. He gave me happiness and love. Yes, he gave me love, as great as a soul is capable of another. When we met for the first time, I was a wild animal. I lived like a wolf. I tore flesh by my hands, bare hands and teeth. I dug in the earth, drank from springs, but when I saw him, I awoke from that nightmare. I started to live again. He cleaned my face, caressed my hair, gave me his loaf of bread and some cheese. I feared him because he allured me. I knew he posed danger to me because I couldn't return, but I couldn't do otherwise. I loved him and he loved me.
How it was next that night, Ritual de Blazier. What happened?
Something terrible happened from the time we came where we were meeting and getting to know one another. He always came for me in certain places in Schwarzwald, brought me flowers and lavished me with gifts. He tried to get me to return. I hesitated, but maybe I would eventually agree. But one day when I came to this place where we usually meet, I found him. Heavens turned into stone. He stood there motionless, as if waiting for me. He had flowers in hands, but his heart wasn't beating. His chest didn't move. He was turned to stone. Somebody had enchanted him. But I, not I. I swear, please help me find the real culprit. Avenge Ritual's death, I implore you.
All right, I'll help you. If you're innocent, I'll set you free.
Thank you, knight. Thank you 1,000 times. I don't ask for it myself. God condemned me long ago. But I ask in the name of Ritual. He didn't deserve such a fate.
Well, we found the Man of Stone, and we also have this earring near there. Small golden earring of little value. Much more interesting is the place where it was found. It was in Schwarzwald, just next to the petrified paladin of the Brotherhood. What a coincidence. The owner probably is a woman. Should at least try to tell under what circumstance she lost it if she didn't have anything to do with the paladin's murder. It's obvious the paladin didn't die in a natural way. You know what else is obvious? My fucking blacksmithing skill is the balls!
Hello, Knight. I haven't seen you around here before. You're new to the city, aren't you? You must be, because I would know you if you weren't. I know almost all around here. My name's Sandra Ullman, but you can call me Sandra.
Nice to meet you, good woman. You're a stallholder, aren't you?
Exactly, Knight. It's quite obvious from looking at me, isn't it? And how couldn't it be so? I'm sitting in the square at the stall, speaking with passerbys and flapping my lips, but it's all honest business and fresh air. One meets a lot of people and all. It'd be better if I was a Grand Duchess, or at least a Duchess or Baroness, though. When a girl is born among the poor people, she has to draw in her horns. But who knows, maybe a rich knight will notice me and I'll live happily ever after.
It's possible. The ways of our Lord are beyond our comprehension.
I think so too, Knight. I've known a miller. She was such a plump girl with a blushed face, no pretty lady at all, and she boasted she would become a baroness. It didn't happen exactly as she said. Before a year passed by, I saw her with a fair and butler and a servant girl. So I think something like that may happen to me.
Cool, let me ask you some questions. I found this gold earring. Do you happen to know who it might belong to?
But that's my earring I lost recently. Yes, that's the one. I've already bemoaned it, and now it's back. I was angry with myself for being so careless and losing it. Where'd you find it?
Well, that's the thing, good woman. Have you been to Schwarzwald recently?
To Schwarzwald? No. It's been a long time since I was there. Who would dare go there with full of witches and all sorts of beasts? Why do you ask?
Because I found the earring of yours in Schwarzwald, right next to Paladin Ritual de Blazier, who was turned to stone.
But damned! I ought to stay silent about the earring. Silly me, if it weren't for the nobody would have gotten to know anything. Why are you staring at me so, Knight? Do you want to hear my confession? All right, I'll tell you. It was I who turned that damn paladin to stone. I had it all prepared so well. I'd wanted to ensnare him for a long time. He was the second son of Duke Harriman of Kandra, a great opportunity for a poor girl to better herself. I just had to brew a magic potion and give it to him.
What? You tried to seduce a paladin by means of dark magic? That's heresy, you stupid, dirty little bitch!
Name it anything you want. I think it's better than a way to success, and it's as good as any, maybe even better. Wouldn't you want to be able to speak with the dead, to wade through the morning dew with the dryads, to have a good time in the wild world with demons as horny as stallions? Don't tell me you wouldn't, Knight. You would lie to yourself, and I can do all of that. With the help of the book that's fallen into my hands by lucky coincidence. My granny didn't know what treasure she gave me when she taught me how to read when I was a young girl. They all laughed at me and said it would be worthy. I said it would be as worthy for a poor girl as a shoe for a dead mare. But I knew it would bring me luck, and it really did.
What demonic book are you speaking about, sinner?
I speak of the Libre Necronomicon, the book of the knowledge of dead. It's opened the door to the world of the forbidden, but effective wonders and miracles for me. It helped me prepare the magic potion that was to win me the love of Ritual de Blazier. And it helped me to change the paladin into stone when he slipped away from my web. It's a shame, but what could I do? Next time I'll be more cautious.
There will be no next time, bitch. I'll take care of that. You'll be rightly punished for your sins.
Hardly, Knight. As a corpse, you won't be able to do much unless I summon you back to as my slave. My loyal servants kill him. You ain't fucking doing shit.
Where do you think you're going, hooker? Give me that Libre Necronomicon. Libre Necronomicon is a book of the old Laterian text, dealing with death, netherworld demons, and other hellspawns. It contains dreadful directions and instructions regarding dozens of dark magic spells, heretic rites, and necromantic rituals. It ranges from the laudation of hellspawns to controlling netherworld forces. One of the revolting rites described in detail in the abhorrent book is the rite of summoning spirits of the dead. Thanks to this dark ritual, a necromancer is able to summon the spirit of the dead person from the netherworld and force it to answer his question. The book reads as follows. Let the one intending to speak with the dead who is not afraid to gaze into the eyes of death follow this text. The rite requires the skull of the dead whose soul is to be brought back, and also the necklace of death, which can be created in the far lands from those who do not believe in God Almighty. This cursed treasure must be hung on the neck, and the skull must be held firmly in the grasp, and the forbidden litany of this book must be sung only at the place where the dead died. Only then shall the spirit of the dead be summoned, and shall it be obliged to answer all the questions of one not hesitating to speak with the dead. This might go with my little cursed amulet as well. So it turns out the chick is innocent. I found the accused girl is innocent, brother. Thus, I'll appreciate it if you let her go immediately.
What? What do you mean by this? This ungodly harlot bewitched our fellow Richard de Blasier after all, and she turned him into stone. How could you be innocent? She deserves death.
It was not her who turned Knight de Blasier into stone. She confused his head indeed, but love is not a crime at all. Sandra Ellerman is behind this petrification. She was the witch practicing dark spells. On the basis of presented proof, she confessed that she cursed Paladin Richard de Blasier for resisting her infernal temptation and for refusing to become her lover.
But this changes the situation completely, brother. I was completely unaware how the case stands. Oh my god, I nearly passed judgment on an innocent person. It's very embarrassing for me, brother. I apologize. I didn't know. I didn't investigate the whole case thoroughly, as a righteous protector of justice should do. I'll do penance.
That depends fully on you, brother. I only ask that you let Coren go and leave her alone.
But of course, brother. Coren is free. Can leave immediately. I apologize.
Good news for you, girl. I've caught the murderer of Richard de Blasier. It was Sandra Ullman.
Sandra? The town star is Sandra Ullman, but I know her. She's my friend. At least she had been before.
Before what? What occurred to you, girl? What happened to you so evil that you ran into the woods and lived there like a wild animal?
Oh my god, I remember now. I remember all. I know how it happened. They killed Prince Louis. They accused me of heresy when Catherine told me what we witnessed. They forced me to run into the woods and live like an animal.
Tell me all, Coren. Who are you and what did you witness? And who is the Catherine you're talking about?
My name's Coren Moray, and I was royal chambermaid of His Majesty Edward II, just like Catherine Winhold. 2 years ago, at least I think it was 2 years ago, because I've lost all concept of time, we witnessed a terrible event in the royal palace. In the middle of the night, a group of men intruded into the palace. They all wore black cloaks with deep hoods, and without hesitation they headed to the chamber of Prince Louis. Catherine and I sighted them by chance and secretly followed. That was our fatal mistake. I wish we didn't do anything and rather pretended that nothing happened.
What happened at the royal palace?
These hooded men entered the chamber of Prince Louis and performed their, God forgive me, some dreadful ritual. They lighted ugly black candles around the bed of all the young prince, started to utter some awful words, and gesticulated wildly with their hands. The body of Prince Louis flew up a little and hovered above the bed, and the shadows began to appear around it like ancient ghosts awakened and scrambled to enter his world. The shadows reached for the prince and melted into his body. The young prince turned deadly pale and slowly sank back to the bed, where he lied absolutely still. There he remained so forever, because he was dead, but we didn't know until the next morning when all the court was upside down. Prince Louis was murdered.
What did you do next? Haven't you told anyone what you witnessed?
I advised Catherine to hold her tongue, not to tell anyone. I knew, well, if those men got to know about us, we would end up dead, and I was right. Catherine eventually didn't keep her mouth shut and told it all in confession. The same day the Inquisition arrested her, she was accused of murdering Prince Louis and of witchcraft, and she denounced me and when put to torture. But I didn't wait for them to come for me. I ran away. They hunted for me like a wild animal. They were chasing me restlessly for several weeks, until at last I took shelter in Schwarzwald in the ancient dreadful forest. It embraced me, although only as a cruel stepfather. It made me its child. It taught me how to survive. And there the merciful shadow of forgetfulness fell upon me. I didn't know who I was and where I came from. I became a witch and a fairy and a nymph.
Do you recognize some of the men who performed the ritual? Try to remember, please. It's very important.
Yes, Knight, we recognize one of them. It was the one who let the others into the royal palace by the side entrance, and it was the one who led the chamber of Prince Louis and who performed the mad ritual there with him. We recognize him because we were meeting him almost every day. It was the royal counselor of Verinicus.
Thank you, Coren. Your testimony is very important for me, but tell me what happened with Catherine Winhold. If I could get her testimony too, it would help greatly.
I don't know. I ran away from Elveron even before the trial took place. I don't know what was her fate. I hope it was not so bad as mine, but I feel I hope in vain.
Thank you. You've helped me a lot.
I'm glad I was able to repay you somehow for what you did for my ritual. I have no other choice now than to return back to Schwarzwald, to my ritual. He is waiting for me there. To come to him, we will be together again. I can't live among people. They would treat me as a witch and a wild animal. They would kill me, I know. I'll return back to my ritual, to the forest. It's my destiny. I will lay fresh flowers at his feet every day till God unites us again. Farewell, Knight.
Farewell, biatch.
Looks like we need some kind of key to get in here. I need to dump off some werewolf heads.
We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.